Good morning, guys. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Jalen Dolls, of course, and this is Jalen Unplugged. Today, we're going to be trading gold once again. So let's go ahead and jump right on these charts. Let's go. Let me make sure I got everything going correctly here. All right, so let's go ahead and jump on these charts because I got to walk my dog. So let's do a quick top-down analysis. It looks like for the most part, we might be... Nah, let's just start over. All right, so starting from the monthly, we definitely look bearish. We are on a huge monthly candle to the downside. But on our last weekly candle, we did get a good bounce and pop up to the upside, but we did not break any highs on the weekly. Coming to the daily, you can see we have a demand over here somewhere. Actually, let's wait till we get to the 4 hour, but you can see it here, like this big area here. Let's make it a different color and not as, make it a little bit more faint and make the black line something a little less dark. All right, so you can see we have a good daily demand area over here that we are bouncing within. And we did pop out of it. So it looks like we should be doing a retrace to maybe this gap here, filling it somewhere and bouncing off. So let's mark out this big demand here for the 4 hour. This one we're going to make a little bit darker. This one, the lines could be black. All right, so we have a big 4 hour demand. As you can see, we had a downtrend, shift of structure, and then we had a demand push, taking internal highs. As you can see, we had a high here on the 4 hour that we did break, and we stayed above, and then price then tapped in to try to come and fill this gap. We have filled the fair value gap, and now we're trying to fill the entirety of this gap here. I can pull this down just a little bit more right there and tighten this up here. All right, so you can see we did come and tap on this gap. So what I would be looking for is this candle to push in a little deeper, find somewhere to stabilize, and then shift back to the upside is basically what I would be looking for. Where will that be happening? We do have this little area here, but we also have even lower a demand. I'm not necessarily looking for price to want to come all the way down here, but at least come close and then shift back up, because we do have a low here that I would want to be respected if we are going to be bullish. If we are going to truly be bullish, I don't even want to make it down here to this area, but I do want to keep my eye on it. Yeah, I mean, there's really not much to look at here. I mean, we have a huge gap here that we can mark, a huge gap here on the 15. On the 5 minute, there is a lot of demands, but this ultimately here is where we have not tapped in yet. So what I would be expecting on this, just because a lot of people don't pay attention to higher time frame structure and everything, the way they can get a lot of people's money out of this is liquidating this, coming close, maybe even tapping on this, and then shooting up after. So that's probably what is going to happen today. And yeah, because we even have a lot of demands to follow behind, so it could really respect off of any demand after breaking this one. Yeah, because we have a demand here, we have a demand here, we do have a demand here, and then we even have one right above that zone. So we have 4 different demand areas. Let's look at the 15-second real quick. Literally every single one of these lines is a demand. So with that being said, we are literally just going to be waiting for price to dip in and then respect, or just respect this low and then continue to the upside. We don't necessarily need to dive in, especially because all the price action down below is ugly. So what I would like to see is possibly price coming down, respecting, and then showing that we want to go up. And that's what our trade would be. We do have 30 minutes before market open. So I'm going to go walk my dog real quick, and I'll be back right before 8 o'clock. So we will be back. Come on. All right. We are back from walking the baby. Let's see what the chart has done. Not really seeing nothing I really care about too much. I mean, there's this. This ain't that bad. If we could retest this down here, because it's also respecting, well, it'll be respecting this low down here. So this here, with the 1 minute looks like here. Yeah, same shit basically. The 1 minute parts up here. We are breaking the highs. So I would need to break this, or I would like to. I don't need to. I'm definitely not taking any sells unless we are way up here. So we should be looking for a buy today. Today should be a buy type of day. I like what we're doing so far. We are respecting the low overall. If we can shift higher, would be good. But if not, we can take the low and drop into this or disrespect this and keep going up in there. Let me just move y'all over a little bit. But yeah, I like what we have so far. It's a pretty simple pattern. It's a push up, pull back, push up, pull back, and then push up. So pretty simple pattern. We're just looking for the signals that we are ready to lie, which we don't necessarily have yet. Let me go make my tea. I'll be right back. I got 10 minutes. All right, you still haven't made a move yet? All right, so I'm really convinced that this is what we're gonna come attack and then probably restabilize somewhere down here. Pretty convinced because of how we're moving right now. Yeah, pretty convinced. So I'm gonna want to see this come back down and retest this low, and then we should be good from there. Yep, I'm really liking the buy now. The only way I'm taking a sell is if we're way up here. We would have to be way up here for me to feel comfortable taking a sell. Oh yeah, and we got no top wick on this for real on the daily. Yeah, we should be flying. We should be shooting up today. Just off the look of this daily candle, we need a top wick at least. And we have a gap up here to fill. We can definitely come and aim for that. We could. And it would be taking this high. And yeah, definitely could. We should at least be coming back to this. Just by the looks of it, at least bare minimum. We should be making it back to that red line. All right, so we're at a supply right now, getting pushed back down. I'm not gonna go too heavy. I'm probably gonna risk like somewhere near 100, maybe a little over 100. I don't want to be too heavy on this, just because we could drop lower. Whew. Just because we could drop lower. I don't want to go too heavy, but I might go with like $100 risk somewhere near. All right, it's 8 o'clock now, so we should see this fall through the bottom. Yeah, and we just disrespected this 1 minute area. Yeah, definitely looking for a buy, bro. Order filled. Order filled. So we just manipulated the lows to bring them a little higher so we can get a clean break on the lows. And then we should see this plummet because we came up to this supply on the 30. As you can see here, we came up to this supply on the 30 and we are manipulating the lows to pull them higher. And then we should see this fall through to break back down. We got news today? Nothing really. Are we getting a push to the top? Try to actually fill this. Order filled. Order filled. Order filled. Order filled. Order filled. All right, so we got the pullback move. Now I want to wait for the real move to happen. We took this down to the like minor demand that we have on the 5 minute, and on the 15. So I really want to see if we're gonna get a good pullback here or if we're gonna set up for a real buy up here in this area. I just wanted to take advantage of the move to the downside. I just don't know how far down we will go. And I didn't want to take the risk of us possibly coming up to fill these gaps and then going. I just wanted to secure the profits while I had them, and we closed on 2,400. But damn, bro, we made nearly 30K for the month. Shit. That's wild, bro. All right, guys. So you guys seen we have just closed out for 2,400 per account. So that's 246. Hold on. What is that profit for the day? What's my profit for the day total? Chat GPT moving slow. But I want to get all my stats so I can tell you what my stats are looking like right now. Bro, that is insane. And so that puts us at June. What are my June stats? So that puts us at $29,323.04 total for the month of June so far. And we still have tomorrow. Now, with all the news that's coming in this week, we have NFP, we have Independence Day. Is that today? Well, we have Independence Day, whatever, and we have 4th of July. We have a lot of factors coming into the market this month. So I'm gonna go ahead and take my payout today. We have a payout that we can take out of 2 accounts. And I'm not gonna tell you guys what the payout is until we get to tomorrow. I'm gonna go ahead and request these payouts, and then we'll go over all my certificates and all my payouts that we've done for the month. Because bro, we've been withdrawing like crazy, bro. We've been withdrawing like crazy, and we've still been able to build the account while doing that. So bro, it's wild. We've been hitting numbers, bro. This month has for sure been a milestone. We have a 57% win rate. Our average profit factor is 6.3, which is insane. Like a lot of traders, they don't even have a 2.0. So like we're at a 6.3. Our average risk to reward is a 4.9 out of 1. Bro, so for every dollar, we're pretty much making $5 for every dollar that we risk. Like if we risk and lose a dollar on our next trade when we win, we're making 5 times whatever we lost, which is insane, bro. Our average winning trade is $271, and our average losing trade is $59. Keep in mind that I only trade gold micros, so it calculates that by contract. So for each contract, it's risking $59 for my average, and for every winner that for every winning trade that I do, each contract is giving me at least $271. So if I'm risking 2 contracts, we make $400 per trade, and we lose about 100. If we are risking 10 contracts, and you know how the numbers work. We've had 0 red days all month. This has been my best trading month of my career thus far. We're almost at 30,000. Maybe tomorrow we could hit that 30K for sure. But yeah, our numbers are crazy this month, bro. I need to make a stop at the shop so they can go ahead and order this. I'm gonna go head to the bank and pull the money out so I can pay them. But I'm gonna put my order in, bro. Like it's insane. 4 days ago, we went to the shop. I didn't have the money to pay for this, and now, bro, we've made $7,000 today, bro. And this was only 3,400. So like, yeah, speakers are paid for. Speakers are paid for. So I'm probably gonna go right over to the shop and make sure they can put in our order, so we can get this done maybe this week. We might be able to get it done this week. If not, we'll get it done next week or whenever we have the time. But yeah, so that's gonna do it for this video, y'all. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching and being part of this journey. This is my first big month, but it is not the last, bro. This is not the last. We're gonna be buying more accounts. Probably at the end of this week, we're gonna be stacking accounts. And yeah, we got 3 and we're gonna go to 5, and we're gonna keep building and building and building and going stupid. So I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and remember, stay unplugged. Deuces. All right, I wasn't really gonna record this, but I want the proof. I want the proof. I ain't gonna lie. I want the proof. So I'm gonna request payout. Fastest to bank account, confirm, acknowledge, 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 and we're going to take out the max, which is submit. All right, so that one's done. Now we're gonna do this one. We're gonna take out the entire submit. As you can see, everything has been sent. Insane, bro. Like, insane. Insane, bro. Like, y'all have no idea how hard I've worked for this, bro. How hard I've worked for this. I've worked my ass off. I've worked my ass off for this, bro. And it's finally here. It is finally here. Like, bro, it's so crazy to be able to do this on a daily basis. Like, yo, what? Yo, what? All right, so let's update this. All right, so as y'all see, funds have been sent across the board. We're gonna go ahead and refresh this just so y'all can see funds have been sent. And yeah, we out here, man. We out here, bro. Like, it's so crazy to be able to do this, bro. But all right, we're gonna head to the bank now because I need to take this shit out, and we got to go head over to the audio shop. So we out. Let's go.